Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We want to start briefly on the daily chart, then also take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, and then we take a look at the shorter time frame. Bitcoin continues to be in the range here. You can see that. I'm going to shift these trend lines here a little bit. Again, they are not so important from an Elliott Wave point of view, but I think here on the larger time frame they indicate nicely that we are in a range. And Bitcoin continues to hold our upper support levels that you don't see here on the daily chart, but you see them on the smaller time frame. What you see here on the daily chart, though, is that should we lose our Fibonacci support levels, which I'm going to talk a little bit about on the smaller time frame, that is when the area down here around $107,000 will become very, very relevant. Because at the moment, the market is potentially working on an upside impulse, which is all nice and good, right? The impulse is easy to track. The impulse gives us clarity, and it's just a more reliable structure. But should the market dip below certain levels, which then would mean we can't really see the move up as an impulse anymore, it basically would leave us with a messy diagonal structure at best. And I mean, I updated yesterday MicroStrategy, for example, the chart, and MSTR is already morphing into a diagonal pattern. Just saying, right? That wouldn't necessarily be a major problem, but it would be a first indication that maybe a long-term top has already been established. It's always important to understand the context here, right? So when people think, wow, it's going to go higher, then you need to understand the bigger picture and need to understand that the price has basically already done what I wanted it to do in this cycle, which is from the 2022 low, form a 5-wave move to the upside, and in the 5th wave, to form a 5-wave move, yeah, and then in that last leg up, we actually also just wanted to see it get to 130K. And honestly, we've already come to 123K. And this is like, I mean, like, 95 to 100% there. So it's already, I mean, that's striking distance in the crypto sector. So honestly, the risk is extremely high. And it's about understanding the trend is up still, and we can even allow for upside extensions. But obviously, to do that, certain support levels need to hold, right? If we see a break above certain or a break below certain levels, then we just have to become very, very cautious. So if we see that, like a break below, I think it's 113,800, and I'm going to show you that level on the smaller time frame. Again, it's the first indication a top is in. I would probably still give the bulls, the benefit of the doubt, if structure still allows for it, but we still need to be very, very careful. And then once we then, or should we then see a break below the swing lows here from around the 7th or 8th of July, well, this is when things will get even more difficult for the bulls, because breaking below that level would indicate that even a diagonal pattern isn't really possible anymore, isn't really an option anymore. So please note that. For now, I mean, we can still go for higher prices, focus on higher prices, absolutely. So it's just a sideways consolidation pattern for now. Let's also take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance at the moment, as you can see, is not breaking yet below that 62% level. Oh, no, it's not 62, it's 60.2%. 60.2%. This is the structural support area here I called out a few days ago. It was just the next area of, the next swing lows, and then we had a few swing highs here. So it's just an area of support. So the price shows a reaction. Is it a massive reaction? Not really, but it means that if Bitcoin shows weakness, the altcoins show even a bit more weakness. And to me, this downtrend can continue as it does, as long as we stay below 63%. I mean, this is the first resistance area here. These movements, to be honest, whatever happens here, it's all too small, you know, to be analyzed with Elliott Wave. I just apply the wave count here in order to communicate what I see. It's not to be meant really as being predictive, but I can tell you that, in my opinion, a break above 63.16% would be a bit too high to continue with the current downtrend, right? It means that things are changing. So I'm still watching for a bit of a bounce here. It started already a couple of days ago. It's not necessarily a surprise given that we've hit support. So just a bit of a bounce, which could still, to be honest, if you're interested in the detail, could still extend a little bit more into this wave 4 here. Yeah. So in that environment, altcoins might suffer a little bit more during pullbacks than Bitcoin. And then now let's take a look at the shorter time frame for Bitcoin, which is super interesting. Because in yesterday's video, you might remember we were watching for the start of a correction, of a pullback, after Bitcoin rallied yesterday here in what could be wave 1 in the white scenario. Yeah, so you might remember it if you watched yesterday's video, then you know that I highlighted to you, it's possible that this here is a wave 1, basically over next larger 5-wave move, labeled wave 3 here. And if that's the case, then we should very, very soon expect a pullback into this support area, which has happened, so that's good. And now that we've arrived in this area, we just need to see if the bulls, you know, can generate a reaction. At the moment, I don't see a reaction, so I would not necessarily expect a low to be formed here. But I give you the next support levels, 117,720 to 117,034. Any break below would shift the focus to the 15th of July low as next key level there. And below that level, we've got 114,988 to 113,800 as next support levels. But I tell you that the structure itself will undergo a shift, and we're going to probably lose a wave degree, yeah, if we see a break below that swing low, the red line, the 15th of July low. So at the moment, we've got that pullback that we actually wanted to see. But I need to see some kind of an impulsive reaction to this zone to validate this wave structure here, this 1-2 setup. So yeah, for now, it's playing out. But now we need to see if the bulls actually show up. If not, then you have already the next support levels to watch for. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you're interested in the membership, you can check out our channel page. Here you can find additional updates, or actually this video here, yeah, that explains the membership. As a member, you get additional video updates. Yesterday, for example, I uploaded a video about Say for our members, Gala, Polygon. You also get access to our member live streams every Sunday. As a gold member, you also get access to our Discord server for a lot of additional content. And a word of warning, volatility is going up. Yeah, people getting interested in crypto. So scammers are getting more active. Please note, we would never send you a direct message, not on social media. Like, for example, on X, we're running an X channel as well. We post scam alerts there regularly, right? We want to keep everybody safe. Believe we do more than most other brands in the space or influencers or creators. So I always try to keep people safe, but people don't read the warnings, right? So I try to be proactive here, try to warn. We don't ask you for additional funds. We don't send you to any copy trading platform or anything, right? So if you see anything like that, it's scam, especially if we send you direct messages. That's not us, right? If someone does that, pretending to be us, that's not us, even if it's with our logo. So please, please read the scam warnings that are out there in our membership area as well on Discord. Discord is not our platform. Discord is a third-party platform. So also there, you'll find scammers, right? So just apply a bit of common sense. Please, please read the warnings and stay safe. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.